this is JoyboyP with another unboxing and review video, this time on the Creative Sound Blaster ZxR sound card. In this video I want to explain a few features on this sound card and do like a buyer's guide when it comes to sound cards versus onboard audio, and why you'd want a sound card over one. So to start off with, let's take a look at the box. You can see the card there. I will mention now, rather quickly, I do prefer to do my unboxings in like sunlight sort of thing, to show like the natural colour of the items and that I review, rather than choosing like a powerful white bulb or something like that. I prefer the actual look under sunlight. So yeah, moving on. Studio grade audio quality sound card, and then it's the same again in a couple of languages. SBX, which is a Sound Blaster X series Pro Studio support. Crystal Voice, which is amazing software. Dolby Digital. 3D surround, which sounds pretty awesome from what I hear. Supports up to 600 ohm headphones, which is like high-end audiophile headphones and so on. Scout mode, I'm not too sure on what that's about. Powered by Soundcore 3D, which is the sound processor, which you can see there on it, which I'll explain more about in a bit. You got 24-bit 192 kilohertz stereo direct. I'm not sure what that is, and that's your 124 dB SNR, which is signal to noise ratio, which for built-in for audio from inside a computer is extremely high. It is an award-winning graphics card, this one. See, condensation is getting to it with it being sat in the sun for a while now. So there's a bit of information on the front side of the box and so on. Position audio in a 360-degree true-to-life soundstage. SPX crystallizer, ensure that every audio detail is heard. SPX bass, basically increases the bass. I'll let you read the bits. Digital Plus, enhances voicing, games, movies, VoIP and so on, so basically enhances the audio. There's more information on the back. Studio grade playback and recording. So yeah, and there's some more specs there that you read. More information on the headphone support and EMI shield. I'll explain in more detail once I actually take it out of the box. Some of it is the same information over and over again. And some information on Creative there, Facebook page, Twitter and so on. On this side you can actually see the IOs of the cards themselves. So you have on the main board, which is this one here, microphones 6.3mm or quarter inch, in, headphone out, quarter inch. You got RCA, line outs left and right, rear left and right, and centre subwoofer. Does support 5.1 surround sound audio, I believe. Then you got the RCA auxiliary in left, RCA auxiliary in right, and then optical in and out, which is digital. You start opening the packaging. I'll be back in a moment. So inside the box you get two boxes, one with the sound card in itself, sound cards I should say, and one with the audio control module there. And then inside the box there is another little compartment with the cables that you do need. This cable is the cable between, which you connect between the daughterboard and the motherboard, so to speak. You got an RCA to 3.5 headphone adapter. I do love to have these kinds of adapters. You got headphone to RCA. I do like me adapters. First of all, take this out and we'll talk about this. Back in a moment. Just thought I'd quickly mention the inside of this packaging for it is like a nice felt-like material. Feels nice. Just move that out of the way. Now we have the control module here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is covered in bits of red from the felt. You got your beamforming microphones, which helps out with noise cancellation and cutting out other people's voice who you don't want to be heard. Of course, volume adjuster, your 3.5mm headphone out and microphone in, and your 6.3mm quarter-inch microphone in and headphone out. So there's not a huge amount of information on this. It comes with a fairly long cable, which you can see in there. I'm not going to take it completely out of its packaging because it's kind of pointless. Just move that to one side. Then we have the actual sound card here. Just stop the recording for a moment while I take out the box. Did forget, inside the box you do get another little draw-like box, which has should have taken it out first, sorry. So it gives you software and so on. Another cable. This one's your optical cable, for your optical in and out. And so you have a manual and your software discs there. When it comes to quickly mention, when it comes to actually having buying new parts and that, do suggest reading your manual, because you can find out things that you don't actually find on the manufacturer website about it. Grab this out. Just take it out of this nice soft foam. I'll be back in a moment. Hi everyone, I'm back with them out of the box. So you see they do have a nice design on the EMI shield. This is, as I said, an EMI shield, or electromagnetic interference shield. Basically, it absorbs the electromagnetic frequency and gets grounded through the grounding in your computer and the grounding layer in the PCB. Creative Sound Core 3D processors are a quad-core processor. Out of the box, 3 cores are dedicated to outputting like game sound or movie sound sort of thing, and the other core is dedicated to handling your voice and software and that. So like if you're playing like Battlefield 4 online, 3 cores will be outputting the sound for like the explosions and the gunfire and so on, and the other core will be the sound of your voice heading out to the other players. On this motherboard, got another quad core one. This is mostly for your audio in, so like the audio coming in from your microphone and the digital in and out on it, wherever those are. There, sorry, couldn't see it on the camera for a moment. So yeah, it does have like, between the two of them has eight cores of eight processing cores. Now these processors offload the audio load from the included programs, the Crystallizer and the FBX Pro Studio and so on. They offload the load from the primary CPU to these two. The they don't work quite the same as an ordinary CPU as far as I know, but they are very good for that, so it helps boost your performance in games and that. This board does have the PCI X1 slot here, and this board doesn't have one. Instead it does have the whoops, let's hope it still works after that. It does have the communication cable, sorry, which goes between the two of them instead. This one just screws into your, the I/O over the, in the back of your case. It doesn't actually physically connect to your motherboard, which does lead on to my next point, which I'll be back with in a moment. Sorry about that. I was saying, when it comes to having these together, you line them up together, it doesn't look very nice, and if you try to have them on the opposite side like this, it doesn't work out very well either. So yeah, I'm kind of limited with that cable. So yeah, it's a bit of a drawback, but it's at least it gives you, loads of space to work with, because that's going to be almost the full width of your PCI section of your motherboard as it is there. So you've got plenty of space to work with the cable. Just bring it back down a moment. Right, now as I said, I want to talk about a bit why you'd buy one of these rather than use your onboard audio. Now, if you have a rather low-end cheap motherboard, the onboard audio won't be that good. The onboard audio on my particular motherboard is fairly high-end motherboard, and the audio is pretty good. At 110, I think it was, SNR, dB SNR, sorry. But as I was saying, if you have a fairly high-end motherboard, you probably wouldn't benefit that much from having a sound card. But if you like doing music creation and so on, you'll probably prefer to actually have the options which this has, such as the RCA in and out, the digital in and out, which is better when it comes to having MIDI keyboards and having keyboards and so on, and other such instruments or whatever. So if you're into making music and that, this would be a good option. If you're an audiophile, this would be a better option as well. Onboard audio these days is fairly good, but the software support for the sound cards is usually better. Some of the Gigabyte motherboards do have the actual Creative Soundcore 3D processors on them. So yeah, that's just a couple of quick reasons why you probably would or wouldn't get a sound card. Now this card particularly is a £150 sound card. Sorry, £170 sound card. Wi-Fi is Asus Phoebus, I think it is. Just a moment. That's the radio. Yeah, the Asus Sonar Phoebus Solar. Just open that up quick. That's just a single sound card. This card caters more towards gamers rather than audiophiles and that. Just pop that back quick, sorry. And yeah, this one's more for movies, gaming, and audio creation and that, and the other one's just gaming and movies. So that's a quick reason why you'd want to. Now I just want to take the shields off these quick so we can have a look at the actual capacitors and so on the inside. I just wanted to quickly mention that on these EMI shields, you can see on the corners here where it is just bare metal. This is good for conducting the electromagnetic interference through it into the into the PCB for grounding away. Now the reason why they've gone through so much trouble for against electromagnetic interference, is that analog signals, or especially audio, is very susceptible to it. So if they try to remove as much of it as possible to basically clean up the sound that bit more and make it that bit better for you. I'm saying I'm not too technically minded. Well, when it comes to audio, I'm not an audiophile. But when it comes to like these, you can see that where there's like gaps here underneath, but these will attract the electromagnetic fields and absorb them, so this should clean out most of the interference. I'm just trying to quickly show you, for any audiophiles that are watching, it's just quickly showing you the like model numbers and so on for the capacitors and that on them. For further information, I will leave links to the creative website down below, and and to anybody else who's viewing, they do have some good videos when it comes to showing you the the software included as well. Now these are Nichicon fine gold capacitors. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it's supposed to be really high-end stuff. So, but yeah, they do look really nice. I do have an idea where I want to put this one on the motherboard, as I do have space for it where there isn't actually a physical slot on the motherboard. So, unfortunately, I couldn't test it as it isn't, as my computer isn't up and running yet. But when it is, I'll do a review on the software and show you what that's like as well. So I know this has been a bit of a rough and ready review, but yeah, as I was saying, this is really designed more for studio, as it says, it is studio grade stuff. So it is designed for those who do like content creation, like the YouTube producer sort of thing, or somebody who likes to make music, and that this is a much better option for that. If you're not into like making stuff and so on, then you probably would be better off just sticking with a high-end motherboard and sticking with its onboard audio, and that would be plenty good enough, really. Either that, getting like the Asus Zonar series motherboards would be plenty good enough. This is just about the highest, one of the highest end, inside your PC case sort of sound card. I know you can get external ones for that even better EMI protection and that, because most of the EMI comes from the parts inside your case. Such as your motherboard, your graphics card, and that they all emit an electromagnetic field which would interfere with the audio and the analog audio. So like this side here is all the analog audio part. When you headphones work off analog audio, so do speakers and that. So anything just about that you'll plug into it would be analog audio, except from these digital optical in and out, and that's just about the only non-analog thing about it. But this appears to be a great sound card. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please leave a like below. Please leave a comment if you have any other useful information on this absolutely fantastic sound card. This is JoyboyP signing out.